Okay, I would like to answer Shazulu's video about that, playing fair wiki Mormon things. I never denied or hid the fact that I use these Mormon apologists as my source. So, but Shazulu is trying to hide the fact that he's using also these Living Hope Ministries and other anti-Mormons websites for his sources. Because, for example, when he quotes the church history, he quotes only certain places, but he never ever lets you understand the context. So I can see from his crap that he's never read the Mormon history properly and fully to understand the context. Now, why do I use these websites to quote? Well, I did use the Lost Books of the Bible to quote Clement concerning the priesthood in the early church, but opening a lot of books in front of you is not a very fun job. Actually, it's very irritating. And Fair website has a lot of good articles and a lot of good sources available that you can just read from the text, and that's a lot easier way to do it. Now, unlike Shazulu, who usually quotes short sentences or longer sentences completely out of the context, he wasn't able to really prove wrong anything I said. The first part of the video was completely just scriptures from the Bible concerning polygamy. That's what I used, Bible showing that polygamy was very biblical. Then I decided, all right, I'll take a few quotes from the church fathers. And I found a good article about that from the Fair Wiki. So obviously I used the article, but also I quoted exactly what is the source. So anybody who saw the video could also check the source if it is good or not. Now, those quotes I gave were not just one sentence or line. They were actually quite big quotes. So you can see that the quotes that I used clearly demonstrated that the early Christians did not condemn Abraham nor the other ancient patriarchs about the polygamy, but that they actually said that now it's not right because of the secular laws. So my point was in those quotes very clearly demonstrated. So Shazulu making this 9-minute video about my sources and what I use to try to make it look like I've read it on my own, it's just purely because of the fact that he could not destroy my claim. So he needs to make it some other ways look less authentic. But the fact is that most of the stuff I took from the Bible. So Shazulu, disprove those quotes, or disprove what I quoted from the church fathers that I read from Fair Wiki. Obviously, some church fathers may disagree, but those guys did not. So the point is still the same, that the early Christians did not condemn the polygamy of the patriarchs, and that still stands. And your video that you now made changes nothing about that fact. And so in the future, also concerning the other video I made, the Book of Mormon, Bible versus the Book of Mormon, I clearly stated in the beginning that, by the way, this is this and this guy's talk, and from the Fair LDS website. But I just want to read it to you guys so you can see it here on YouTube as well. So I made it very clear. And also concerning the apostasy, I made it very clear in the beginning that it's an article I wrote myself, and that I'm going to read it so it would be quicker and more effectively gone through without just thinking and having thought pauses and stuff like that. So I never really tried to hide any of those things, and I've many times said it also, even on the discussion post, that actually these are the sources that I use. But Shazulu is not willing to admit his sources, which are purely anti-Mormon websites also, and that his quotes also come from them completely, because his lack of understanding of the Book of Mormon, for example, claims that there is no priesthood in the Book of Mormon anywhere, purely is a faith that he has that the anti-Mormon websites who told him that there is no priesthood mentioned in the Book of Mormon must be true. So he comes and boasts about that. I challenge all Mormons to give me any scriptures about the priesthood in the Book of Mormon. And whoa, Alma 13 came straight away in my mind and disproved that stupid idea completely. So Shazulu, because you just lack knowledge, and because you don't have good comments, or you don't have logic or you have no basis in your arguments doesn't mean that the others wouldn't have. So disprove the claim rather than try to talk crap about the source. Alright, so try to do that rather. Okay, see you later.